part is hard to see right now, I guess. Man, life is tricky. So, I'm probably in the lowest point that I've ever been. I'm going through a divorce. My wife feels that it's appropriate for her to be seeing other guys while we're going through this process and still living together, making me have to see it firsthand, rubbing it in, telling me that it's happening as a way to hurt me. And I don't know how non-addicts deal with this kind of stuff, but for me, man, I just want to use. I want to put the pain away with getting high. I'm not going to. I'm still feeling like I'm strong enough to stay sober, but it's hard. It's harder than it needs to be for me right now. I think that's unfair of her to put me through that. I'm in the hardest point in my life right now, trying to get clean as it is, and then for her to add on top is just, it's like extra pain that I shouldn't have to deal with, I feel like. But that's also probably the addict in me speaking, taking the victim's role, where I guess if I were to go back and look at everything, I initially started all this with my addiction to begin with, because had I not relapsed, we would have never been getting divorced. But that's all speculative, because she, I hate to say it, but probably would have cheated anyways. If she was at that point mentally that easily over one final relapse, then she's probably been thinking about it anyways. So it was just a matter of time, I feel that way. It just makes you realize the people that you can let into your life and how much they affect you and how much you affect them. Makes me really want to start paying more attention to my interactions with people and how I'm causing the ripple effect in their lives. Because when it comes down to it, everything I do affects somebody in some way, not just myself. And that's something I've hidden for myself for a long time, just thinking, well, I'm only hurting myself. But no, the fuck I'm not. I'm hurting myself, I'm hurting my kids, I'm hurting my extended family, I'm hurting everybody that I know. Employers, customers, people waiting, just everything that the addiction involves has so much of a ripple effect that I don't realize. And the good side of things do too. You know, getting clean and staying good and doing things, just little things like maybe you run into somebody who's fighting addiction and they see that you're doing good and that helps them have a little bit of strength, or just the way that our outreach affects everybody in the world is huge. I don't know, I had to come on right now and vent. Like, I'm hurt and I'm having a hard time. You know, the thought of ending my life has never come into my mind until recently. I'm not going to do it by any means. I love life, but just the fact that the thought even came into my head is outlandish to me. It's not something that I think is acceptable, or would I ever do it, but even just the fact that I had this split-second thought of it blows me away with my mentality and my personality. I'm such an upbeat person. I'm such a positive person most of the time. But I love this woman with all my heart. And she's just flat out trying to hurt me. Sending me messages like she doesn't give a fuck about me or my feelings, and then she tells me things of what she's doing to people and tells me, I just told you that to hurt you. Like, why? The fuck would that make you feel good? Why would you tell somebody that? How would that make you think that that's okay to do? I don't know. I need to quit letting her actions interfere with my life and her actions have any kind of influence on my life, and just start doing me. It's time to let her go. It's time to be done with that woman. She clearly has no fucking cares about me as a person, so I'm just giving her too much power by letting her affect me like this. Anyways, I don't know if this was a stupid post or not. It probably isn't anything that most people want to hear. They're probably just, oh, you're bitching and moaning, but maybe it'll help somebody. I don't know. Communication is a completely different animal with addicts. We don't communicate the same way as you would with anybody else. It's hard to get through to us, and we don't mean it to be that way. And a lot of us don't learn right off the beginning. I don't learn right at the beginning. I don't learn until it's too late. Like, I didn't realize how much I wanted this marriage and how much I loved this woman until she pulled away from me. And I love this woman with all my heart, but now it's too late. I can't fix it. As far as she says, I'm not going to give up. I'm going to keep trying to fix it because I devoted myself to her. I mean, I'm vested in this marriage. I'm not willing to just let it go. But first, I have to fix myself, and I have to get myself to a point where I'm even somebody that's attractive or somebody that's worth being with, because right now I'm not. I'm a mess. And I've got a little bit of clean time, and I'm just a mess emotionally. I know it takes a while to get your emotions back level, but man, this is hard. One minute I'm up, the next minute I'm down, and my downs are lower than I've ever imagined. Gosh. My highs don't get that high. You know, just I'm on an up and down spectrum, but I'm riding at the bottom of that spectrum with little peaks that go up a little bit. And so I'm going to keep fighting, though. I know I can do it. I just freaking got let go of another job because of my background. And I thought this was a good one. I'm really kind of bummed about that, but I'll get back out there and I'll find another one. I'll get another sales job here in the next day or two, hopefully today or tomorrow. And I'll go kill it. And I'll let her go. She can go do what she wants to do. And I have no ill will towards her. I don't want her to feel any pain. I don't want her to get hurt by these people she's seeing and stuff. I almost want to say that I do to her just to cut her. Why do we do that? Why do people want to hurt each other when we're sad or feel hurt ourselves? That I don't know and I can never answer, but it sucks to be in this place. But I'm staying strong. It can be done. I've got the courage and the determination, and I don't know if you know this or not, but I'm a pretty freaking strong person. There's not much that gets me down. So if it does, if you're a person that's able to get me down in life, then you really mean something to me. Anyways, I love everybody out there. Remember, every day's good if you allow it to be. That's the biggest thing for me. Every day is good if I allow it to be. It's all right here. Alright, well, I'm going to go ahead and check out for right now. And, yeah. Really living with and through addiction.